cold in the house because Arjan left really early this morning, so I imagine he didn't want to turn on the heating because he was going to leave anyway. But now I'm like so cold, but because the sun is shining, you're like, it's like a good day, but why am I cold? But yeah, I turned on the heating. It's in that in-between time with temperature where it gets really warm in the afternoon, but then it's still really chilly in the mornings. I slept in this morning because I didn't really feel so well for the last couple of days. I think it was some version of like stomach flu kind of, but it didn't really push through. But today I'm feeling a lot better, so that makes me so happy. So I have to kind of get organized and see what stuff of my work was kind of left behind because I was not feeling so well. I only did a few things that were really important, but I didn't really do a lot of the small things. I'm a little bit disorganized because I didn't really make a plan for the week because I was feeling so bad. I have to really see what needs to get done, what was left behind, and just make a plan basically. But first I'm going to make some breakfast. And I actually wanted to go and meditate outside, but there wasn't sun on our terrace yet, so I decided to meditate here. I haven't been meditating that much, like in the sense that I do meditate kind of in between, where I just kind of take a moment to get still and centered and listen to my intuition. But what I also feel that meditation is really good for, besides listening to your intuition, is also good for just calming down the nervous system. I think that's, for me, it's just really a priority to feel calm and not be stressed all the time. I normally meditate in my office in the morning in that pink chair, but it's just been, I don't know, the vibe in my office has been weird. It's like full of boxes, full of journals. I need to kind of sort that out a little bit. So I was thinking maybe to get some books out of my bookcase and just put the journals in there. I don't really want to put it all in the attic and then have to go upstairs every time I get like an order. So I feel like it's handy to have it close by, but then now it's just in the way. So maybe the first thing that we do can be that we organize my office. I must say I love sitting here with the sun in the morning, so I think I'm just going to make breakfast first and then get my planning journal downstairs. So we'll make a plan and have breakfast down here, and then in a little while we'll go upstairs. Maybe I'll put on some makeup and stuff. It just kind of depends how I'm feeling. I'm just going to put some stuff in the oven for breakfast, and then we're going to make a plan for the day. The sun is coming on the terrace now, so this is where I was planning to meditate earlier, but I'm expecting it to be a little chilly. It's very windy and chilly still, so maybe later. tidy things up, but then when you're sick, the mess is really bothering you, but you just cannot clean it up because you just don't have the energy or like the mental capacity to even think about it. So I'm just like, oh, everything is just kind of going on its own, but I don't have time for a complete clean. I will do that very soon, maybe this weekend. But for now, just things being tidy is already so much better than all the little messy things everywhere. Okay, hair and makeup is done. Now let's take a look at my office and see if we can make it a little better. My friend gave me this scented candle, and normally I'm not into scented candles at all, but this one I love, so I'm just going to light this just to kind of set a good atmosphere. So much better, so I can cross that off, and now I'm going to wrap 2 books that I sold on Vinted. Then they will be ready for when I go and send them out this afternoon, so yeah. School books I'm not going to be using anymore, so I'm going to put them in one of those free libraries. This is vegan cookbook that I also don't use anymore. So yeah, maybe someone else can use them. They're really good, but I'm not in school anymore. I'm not in academics, so it's time to say goodbye. Feeling inspired to go and work somewhere else besides home because I'm always working from home. So we're gonna go to a cafe, and then on the road I'm going to put my packages in the package point. Dropped off the packages, and now the plan is to go and work in this cafe that I used to love, but then it closed down and it has a new owner. It used to be vegan cuisine and now it's Asian cuisine and bubble tea, so we'll see if it's any good and if it's still fun. I'm back home. It was really nice to work somewhere else for once. It wasn't the same cafe anymore. It's now, like I said, Asian food and bubble tea, but I just ordered a normal tea. And I chatted a bit with the new owner and I checked off a lot of the things, but they had a door open and it's like that time of spring when it's either really warm and you're in the sun and you're walking, but then when you sit down in the shade with the wind, it's really cold. So I ended up having to leave after an hour or two, which is fine. But the rest of the work I'm just going to do at home, which is totally okay. But for now, the weather is so nice. I might just sit outside for a little bit, but we'll see. I just got home and Arjan was also home and done with everything, so now we're gonna go and take a walk because it's such a beautiful day. So we're going to drive somewhere where there's not too much wind, so maybe like a forest area or something, so we can walk and it's warm and not too much cold wind.